bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With news of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. Heavy rocket fire from Gaza hit cities in central Israel late Wednesday as the IDF was renewing its attacks on Islamic Jihad targets in the Gaza Strip. The wave of rockets followed barrages fired at Ashkelon, Ashdod, and Gaza border communities. This current round of violence began early Tuesday with a pre-dawn Israeli strike in Gaza, which killed Islamic Jihad commander Baha Abu al-Attah. Rockets were intercepted by the Iron Dome as far north as Tel Aviv. Life was brought to a standstill in much of Israel as schools remained closed in communities near the Gaza border and large public gatherings were restricted. Islamic Jihad leader Zayed al-Nakhala reportedly outlined the organization's terms for ceasefire with Israel, including an end to targeted killings, an end to attack on civilians during March of Return protests, and abiding by agreements pertaining to Gaza. If the criteria are met, he said, a ceasefire could take effect within days or even hours. With a continuing wave of rocket fire from Gaza after the killing of the Islamic Jihad commander, many of Tel Aviv's residents are staying at home, but visitors to the city are out taking in the sights and sounds of the famed Carmel market. Many of the tourists were either unaware of the situation or just ignored it and continued on with their Israeli vacation. Vendors at the market are concerned over the economic damage the current escalation could cause, and some even show anger at the Israelis who avoided visiting because of security concerns. Following the rocket attacks from Gaza, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu lashed out at Joint List MKs, accusing them of encouraging terrorism with the aim of hurting civilians. Joint List members responded in anger, accusing him of lying and agitating against them. Ahmed Tibi, Joint List leader, was escorted from the Knesset, and Joint List MK Ofer Kassif walked out in protest. And Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu applauded the teams operating the Iron Dome missile defense system, saying they had set a new standard by intercepting more than 90% of rockets launched at Israel from the Gaza Strip. I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN, Israel Broadcast Network.